Let's change your perception. I think it's time. I'm tired of people walking around in such a negative headspace, so let's just get into it. Let's go A through Z. Turn that anxiousness into anticipation. Okay? You can't be sitting around worried all the time. Okay? But you can sit with anticipation. Go prepare yourself, all right? Go get prepared. Turn that blasphemy into benevolence. Okay? Let's stop doing that. Let's just stop with all the blasphemy. But let's show some love. Let's show some love. Let's turn that confusion into concisiveness. Okay? Let's stop with all this chaos. All right, let's focus. Let's focus. Let's stop being toxic. I need y'all to be positive, okay? Turn that depression into deliverance. All right? Somebody need to hear your story. Okay? So, yeah, I've said several times that I get seasonal depression and I just let people know. So, it's like yes, turn that depression into deliverance for somebody else. Share your story, okay? Make sure even if it's bonding over a little bit of trauma, share your experience. All right? Share your experience helps somebody. You got to turn that exhaustion into expectance. It kind of goes back to like the anxiety and the anticipation. Okay, let's expect. Let's expect. Let's receive. Let's go prepare ourselves. Okay, you know what's the saying? You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. That's all it is. That's all it is. I know we got a lot of people on this one. Look, turn them frustrations into faith. I know there's a lot of things that's bothering you, but pray about it first. Pray about it. Don't do nothing. Pray first. You already know that's what the word says. Pray about everything. All right? Worry about nothing. Let's do this. Turn that gloom into gratitude. I know a lot of things are dark right now. I know things ain't turning out the way that you wish, but you got to be thankful. Be grateful. All right? Be grateful for the breath that you breathe, the life that you have, and the freedoms that you have, whether if you believe that it's not given to you in the best way. All right, I know things are tough, but don't feel hopeless. I need you to change that into a hallelujah, okay? Get some praises up. Praises up. Don't worry. Get the praises up. That's what I'm going to say. Now, a lot of y'all going to feel convicted on this one, and I might as well say I will too. Let's change this immorality into integrity. All right? Let's stop. Like I was saying, let's not even be toxic, all right? Let's change our immorality into a mindset of integrity. Let's do that. Let's do that in 2025. Matter of fact, not even in 2025. Let's just start now, okay? We know we need it. All right, let's change that jadedness into joy. Let's get out of that negative mind space. Let's not think about the worst possible scenarios for certain things. Let's work on getting our joy up. How about that? I think that's a better perspective to have on life. I wasn't sure if I would even say this way, but I'm going to. Let's turn the knockdowns into knowledge. So it's kind of like the losses into lessons. Okay? So whenever you get knocked back, make sure that you learn something and then you can apply that the next time so you don't have that stress. You know, that's called wisdom. Just letting you know, that's called wisdom. All right, I could have said losses into lessons just because, right after K you got L, but still, how about we turn these liabilities into lessons? How about that? I know you got some liabilities in your life. There's some things that you're doing something risky. All right? Let's learn. Let's learn from that. Learn from those lessons. Learn from them losses. Let's get this wisdom, this knowledge, and apply it so that it becomes wisdom, okay? I hope y'all following me. All right, this one may not make sense to everybody, and they may not like me for it, but we need to change our mediocrities into the miraculous. We need to lean in to the divine plan, the divine favor, the divine steps, and we need to change that into the miraculous. Stop thinking that your own hands are going to produce something as good when you have God with you. I'm just going to say that one. Change that negativity into new hope, okay? Like I was saying earlier, you don't got to be pessimistic. You ain't got to be thinking about the worst case scenario, all right? So let's change that negativity into new hope. People need new hope. Every single day, we need some new grace. So, yes, new hope. Negativity, change it into new hope, all right? I almost said I don't care how you get there, but for real, change the negative mindset into just something to where you have hope in the situation so that you try. You put that effort in, all right? Let's move on to the next one. Ooh, I'm gonna tell you, we need to change the outrage that we all have into optimism. I know a lot, like I said, a lot of stuff ain't happening like you need it to. All right. But you need to change that outrage Focus now. Focus. And we need to make sure we have a positive mindset. So be optimistic about the future. You don't know what will happen. I know it may not be the best, but you don't know. And plus, you should definitely have enough faith to believe that everything is going to work out for your good and that you have favor in this situation. So it don't matter what they do. All right, it don't matter what they do. You're gonna be fine. All right, let's move on. All right, so we're at P, and it's like, let's change our pessimistic attitudes or the pessimism, not into positivity. See, you trying to get ahead of me. That's not what I was gonna say. I said change that into patience. Okay. Change it into patience. Some of y'all need to know how to wait. Some of y'all need to know how to just close your mouth and listen. All right. So instead of just rattling off toxic things or the first negative thing that comes to mind, close your mouth. Have some patience. Be silent. Wait for direction. I mean, you can continue working on yourself in silence. Trust me, it's possible. Let's move to the next one. Somebody needs to tell somebody this, and it's going to be me. Change your quarrelsome attitude into quiet. Close the mouth. You ain't got to argue about everything. You don't have to state your opinion about everything. Have you ever heard that you can't argue with a fool? So, who do you think looks like the fool with you always trying to argue with them? Just quiet. Trust me, let them think. While you work on yourself, you just let them think. All right, let's go to the next one, y'all. I need y'all to change this resentment into redemption. Okay? Instead of holding so much resentment towards each other, how about you just forgive them? And you know forgiveness is really for yourself. Give them the pathway to redemption. Okay? Forgive some people. Stop holding resentment. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I'm not going to sing the whole thing, but that's all y'all going to get for that one. I'm going to need y'all to change that selfishness into sincerity. We can't always just be thinking about ourselves. Now, there's a certain amount of love that you can give yourself that is healthy and should be done, but don't be selfish. All right? Don't be selfish. You should be sincere in your actions or empathetic towards other people as well. So let's change some of that selfishness into sincerity. All right? I know you don't want to be involved in other people's situations. It's tough. It's messy. But if somebody shares something with you, you can be sincere. You can be empathetic. You can be sympathetic. All right? To all of it. All of it. Just be willing to listen. Be willing to listen. Okay. How about the torment into a triumph? All right? Take those bad situations. You know what? It's a story. The story is what gives you character. All right? So we're going to change all that torment into a triumph. Tell how you succeeded. You can tell how you failed. The fact that you're standing here now should let you know that you succeeded enough. All right? You are not a failure. Let's go to the next one. How about that unawareness into understanding? A lot of y'all walk around unaware of what's happening around you in this world, how your actions are impacting people. I need you to gain some understanding, okay? That's some knowledge. And then when applied, that's wisdom. So that means you need to get your wisdom up. All right, let's get to the next one. How about them vulnerabilities into victories, okay? They're not your insecurities. They're just things that you need to work on. That's all. That's all. They don't make you less of a person. They make you the person that you are. So let's get it. I know y'all gonna like this one. You gotta turn them woes into worship. Okay, you just got to. Sometimes you just gotta let something out. I'm telling you. I mentioned it earlier, I believe, but I'm like, you gotta make a noise. You gotta open your mouth. Okay, like they say, closed mouths don't get fed. You need to make sure you say something to the Father. That's all I got to say. Say something to God. All right, some of y'all may not like this one, but I'm gonna say, turn those X's into check marks. All right. I know that X's usually means like you missed something. All right. So let's change them into check marks. Change the things that you failed at. Try again. Don't be afraid to try again. Failure is always a byproduct of learning. Okay. So keep on trying. Keep on grinding. So let's stop all that yelling and change it into yearning. Okay. You ain't got to yell at nobody. Although I may have raised my voice this whole video. But I want to change it to yearning because it's like I want you to have that passion. I want you to have the passion for whatever you desire. Okay? So let's just stop yelling about it and actually do something. And then lastly, we're going to turn those zeros into Z's. This is the last 15 seconds. I'm just going to let you know. Go rest. Stop worrying and go rest. Don't worry about the money. Go rest. I hope y'all have enjoyed the A through Z perception shift.